everyone. Welcome back to Tabletop Adventures. Something that I've noticed, a lot of things that I've noticed, is when I rewatch old episodes, I'm very loud. I think I'm louder than I intend to be, so I'm going to try to speak a little bit more softly.
No, that's Ian's fault. What do you mean? That's on like the mic balance.
Turn you down.
Well, it's okay. I'll just, I'm going to try to be a little bit more
There's
more
nobody,
chill.
there's nobody monitoring the audio. There's nobody back here. The inmates are running the asylum.
I was not trying to criticize Ian or anybody. I was
if
just
you're
making
loud,
comment.
then what am I?
But you don't have a mic on. That's the thing.
Fine
You don't
right
have a mic
now.
on.
Cool.
Is Ben here yet?
Where's Ben?
The other thing that I wanted to say is we got a lot of feedback on the last episode, and a lot of it was about me and people criticizing my DMing, and I think they were rightfully so. The thing that's great about our audience is when they come down on you, like 90% of the time, I feel like they come down with good reasons and they explain themselves well, and they're very constructive. And I agreed with almost everything that they said. And basically, to sum it all up, I think the thing that's important to remember, and something that I lose sight of, because sometimes there are days where I have a lot going on and my mind isn't as invested as in Tabletop Adventures as it could be. But we're just a bunch of friends that get together once a week at work. We're getting paid for this to play D&D, so we should just have fun. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit too nitpicky or combative with you guys, or I prevent you from doing cool stuff when there's really not a good reason to. And I'm not trying to be the antagonist. This isn't about me. This isn't about me winning. This isn't about me succeeding. That's not the whole point of this. It's about you guys. It's about your story and about doing cool things and being on an adventure. And so all of that feedback that we got last week will hopefully really help me. I'm definitely going to try to make some improvements going forward. And yeah, we'll start right now. You guys are in the thick of combat. You're still fighting 3 giant shield guardians, and one of them, thanks to Lilia's Call Lightning spell, is heavily damaged.
Hey, what about my axe in the leg?
That was good too. I'm sorry. Not trying to shortchange you.
Come on.
Not trying to shortchange you. But
It's not 3 D10s.
So one of them was trying to. Actually, all of them. I could be wrong on this. I think all of them were moving toward the hut, trying to break it down.
Yep. All of them were around the hut.
So they're all trying to break down the hut. They're not successful. We have ruled. We were kind of talking about this before the session. We're not 100% on this, but for now, we're going to say that they can't. That this wonderful, wonderful hut, this level 3 spell hut, is impervious. Basically,
it's the wording.
It is the wording. It is the wording.
Blame Chris Perkins.
Yeah, Chris Perkins. This is on you. No, it's fine. It's a good spell. And all 3 guardians are trying to break down the hut. Hogger, being Hogger, kind of got into the fight, threw Andrea at the Sentinel Guardians. Didn't work out quite as well as probably both of you hoped. But you did do quite a bit of damage to one of the Shield Guardians' leg, the one that is also heavily damaged by Call Lightning. Unfortunately, you're knocked unconscious right now.
Threw Andrea, and then Andrea ran away.
That's not totally true.
I told her to get off
for my
the thing
life,
so I could hit it
Ran
with
away.
lightning.
That is what happened.
Yeah,
We're
I
trying
told her to
clear
get off.
Yeah.
Y'all are always too close.
Yeah.
And I don't want to shortchange Pervance here. Pervance created the hut, and
Impervious.
which has been impervious. It's been invalid, but you guys would probably all be dead were it not for hut. But also, more importantly, Pervance is wearing oversized clothing.
He was doing the robot.
And doing the robot.
Right.
So he's in a good spot. He's in a very Pervance place.
He's in the hut now, I think, too.
And part of the reason I wanted to bring you up, Pervance, is we're actually at the top of the order in this combat sequence. You are going first.
And Hogger's still outside.
Hogger's still outside. He's on the ground. So all 3 of the Sentinels are in the dome. They've moved past Hogger. So Hogger is behind them, about 10 feet.
I'm old
I would say.
news.
They think you're dead. They're not very smart.
So if I run over to Hogger and try to cast, there's nothing I can cast on him to try to bring him back because he's dead, right?
So the way that we've done it in the past, and the way that I'm probably going to continue to do it, is, well, actually, I thought of a way that I like slightly better. How we would do it before is when you would cast a healing spell, they would just heal. We would essentially count them at 0, and they would be at whatever amount you got them to. I think what makes a little bit more sense is I still want you to be able to use your healing spells to bring people back. But what we'll do is if you use a healing spell and somebody is unconscious and they're rolling for their death rolls, you'll stabilize them, so they'll be at 1 hit point, and then any future healing you do on
Okay.
them will increase their health.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll attempt to run over to. Actually, Healing Word has a 60-foot range.
Okay.
So maybe I'll just try to cast it at him from the hut.
Yeah,
to exit the
and for the audience, the reason why this works is the hut is actually transparent, so he can see through the hut and see Hogger and cast Healing Word.
I thought you
without too
couldn't
much of a
cast
hindrance.
magic from inside the hut. That was the whole problem with
We
the Call of
can't-
Light.
It can't.
You don't
So
have to step out.
you can.
Yeah, I can step out of the hut and cast it.
Yeah.
That's true. To make things a little bit simpler, regardless of what the spell says, we're gonna make it so spells can't come through, come inside, but they can go outside.
So, I mean, yeah, I can step out front and cast it at Hogger as well.
The OP hut gets even more OP.
Well, watch out. I mean, that's where the robots are.
I'll cast it at second level, so I have 2 d4s to roll.
But wait, that will be a waste because
Yeah.
he just changed the
It'll
rules
just
of the
stabilize
game
me
so
anyway.
that it only gets you to 1 hit point.
Oh, so I'll just do it at first level then.
Yeah, and then next time you can do it.
Okay. That's 4.
Right. So Hogger, you're at 1 hit point.
Okay.
The way that we're gonna work that is you're not just like sprung up into action.
Yeah.
Because you were damaged so heavily, you're gonna need to take a turn to kind of get your bearings.
Cool.
So keep that in mind when it becomes your turn.
Hogger, play possum.
What's happening right now is that there are 3 robots kicking our dome, our hut. And
Yeah.
so Pervin's kind of like popped out in front of them, like kicking the dome.
Right. So again, I think it's a little personally. I think it's a little bit silly to like poke your head out to cast spells. I think that's a really lame workaround.
So he just kind of like did it through it.
Yeah,
the healing
I
word.
think
Okay.
like this thing. Yes, I understand that the OP hut is getting more OP.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's just a thing that makes it a little less fussy.
So it's a one-way mirror, and our magic also goes one way.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Roger that.
Play possum, Hogger. Do not reveal your resurgence to life.
Are you yelling this?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
I hear it.
Andrew, it's your turn. Now you were outside the hut, kind of sneaking around
Yes.
last time. Are
Yeah.
you still doing that?
Gosh, I don't have a good plan for this. Those robots are so dangerous.
Just stay off them. They'll be dead in a minute,
All right.
hopefully.
To make this a little bit more interesting, just because you guys have been able to rely on the hut for quite a while, and I'm fine with that. Last time we said you guys had about 3 hours left, so I'm going to give you 3 whole turns of the hut. I know that doesn't really translate well into the mechanics.
It's harder for Pervins to focus on the hut with all this action going
Yeah.
on. And they're kicking at it too.
Yeah, because normally in
Is it
D&D,
a concentration spell?
If it is, then that's a problem. I have been concentrating.
the things for concentration are a little strange.
It's basically if you take damage or cast another concentration spell,
Right.
it breaks.
Oh, so like Healing Ward would have like.
I'm checking that. I don't think Healing Word is a concentration spell.
It is not a concentration spell.
Oh.
Dome
You just
isn't?
cast it for a minute, and then it
Wayland's
lasts
tiny-
for 8
Tiny
hours.
hut.
God, this hut is fantastic.
This is a nice hut.
We could just
Yeah.
hang out in this hut,
So
recast it.
I'm just going to as Kyle said, you guys are kind of under the duress of combat right now, and so while it would normally last 8 hours, its power is being drained because of the stress of combat. So you guys have 3 more whole rotations of combat left.
When Hogger came back to life, was he playing cool? Did he just sleep?
I'm just like on the ground, yeah.
So the way that what I told Hogger is
Yeah.
because he took so much damage.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't want to play it cool, he couldn't just like get up. Like it's taking a lot of physical effort to get up and get his bearings. And so right now he's still on the ground.
Can Andrew perceive that he is alive again?
So because of Healing Word, you can, before he was just stone cold, like as if he was dead.
Yeah.
You can definitely see him twitching, like his muscles
Plus,
are reacting to the
You would have
spell.
heard Pervin's do healing word. It's a verbal spell.
Okay. All right.
Purvis goes, heal, Haga, or whatever.
Andri rolls back into the dome, into the hut.
What an exciting turn.
Yeah, that's it for you.
So what is it because you perceive Hogger as safe now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you were going to Steebledaze Higi.
So Hogger, it is your turn.
I can only
Unfortunately,
drag on my
I'm going
abilities.
to your action this turn is going to be consumed
can
by
stabilize.
getting up, getting your bearings. But you can move if you'd like. And depending on how you move, like I said, the robots are in front of you. Their backs are facing you, so they may not even hear you get up, depending on how you do it.
I'm going to slowly get up.
Okay.
Stealth check.
That's all.
That's all. Not even pick up your weapons?
My weapon never leaves my hand, even if I'm dead.
So you're going to just slowly stand up. You won't need to roll
Actually-
a stealth check for that.
Last thing that happened was your axe was in its leg. You had to like draw a new axe or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
that is
draw a new
correct.
axe.
That was. Thank you
Well played.
for pointing that out. Yep.
I draw a new axe. I think I have.
I think you're down to 1 or 2 axes
I
left.
had 3 total, so I have 2 left now,
Okay.
and then I have the dagger.
I wonder if I can still do this one.
So I'm gonna
Watch this
grab a
one.
new axe.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
This is a show.
We're entertaining ourselves.
What the hell?
People are entertained by
Purvis
watching.
and Lilia
Oh my
are
gosh.
making fart noises.
In the hut. Try to lighten the mood.
Sorry, it's just distracting to me. So if you guys wouldn't mind not doing that, that'd be great.
Lilia
So I
and
ready-
Purvis are very sorry.
No. Like for real, please don't do that.
So I draw an axe.
What happened
I
to-
hear some fart noises.
It just makes him angry.
Confused. Yeah, I don't know what's in the hut. I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening in the hut now. I think
We're real
something
gassy
is
in the
going
hut.
down.
Gassy in the hut.
What happened to Hogger's great axe? What's the status of that? I
on my
cannot
back.
remember. Oh, okay. So
His
I
back.
think he still does have his
he
great
just
axe
can't
too.
wheel it
Can't use
effectively because of the one
With
hand.
his stupid
Yep.
one hand. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Got
Okay,
it.
so you just get up. You don't move. You stay in your spot.
How close am I to him?
About 10 feet away.
So I'm close enough. Okay.
But this is a gem axe, right? Or it could be the one elf one. He's got an elfin axe that's like really
So
sharp.
the axe that he was using, that is
Yeah.
in
My
the
normal blade.
your
Yeah.
normal one,
Yeah.
this is a magic axe. You're also aware that it's probably a magic axe.
I'm not sure of it though.
Yeah.
You are not 100% sure.
He's willingly ignorant about
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
If it ends up being magic, you know what I'll do with it.
So it is the shield guardian's turn. All 3 of them. They all try to attack the hut.
Nice.
They still don't know why it isn't working. They kick it a
makes
little bit
sense.
harder.
Yeah.
And their grinding of gears gets slightly louder. But yeah, no avail, unfortunately. Lilia, it is your turn.
Call lightning on the one that's injured.
Okay.
That's a, what is that? That's a 13. And then, no wait.
That's a 3, man.
That's a 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, or wait a minute. Starting over.
Wait, no,
I
that
was
3
doing it wrong.
counts. That
No,
3
no, no, no,
counts.
no. That's not how this works.
I
That
don't
would be a
understand what
10.
you're doing.
That would be a 10 and a 3. So that's 13.
Okay.
These are individual. And 8. So 21.
Okay. So the lightning, the golem that was, I keep calling them different things. I'm going to always call them shield guardians. The shield guardian that was damaged is struck by lightning. Very vicious, powerful bolt of lightning, as if it came from Zeus himself.
Oh.
Fries the golem. It ends up like shaking before it's shaking as it falls backward into the snow in a loud thud. Your axe is still in its leg.
Is it dead?
Yes.
One would hope after all that.
This would be 13. You got a
making sure.
1-0 right here.
No,
No,
that's separate.
That's good.
Separate dice.
All right.
It seems like we're getting some shady rerolls.
Yeah, a little
Rerolls
sketchy.
going on.
there.
A little sketchy.
Well, on this die,
If you
0,
roll-
0 is 10,
No.
1, 0 is 1. If you're using it as a D10.
All right.
Yes.
That makes no
Same
sense.
as this. It
That
makes
makes
1000% sense. This
Okay.
is a 1, and this is a 10.
Dissension in the
It's the
ranks.
same exact die. I was just rolling 2 at once to save time.
All right.
You got a problem with that?
Audience, please keep an
Audience,
eye
let us know
on
about that.
Ian
Audience.
Hink's rolls. It's been a
So
little shady.
confrontational.
Yeah, been a little shady.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah, very
You got a problem with
confrontational
how
today.
dice work
This is the
here,
most-
Kyle?
It would have died anyway. That thing would have died anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fried.
Yeah, it's right.
That's how dice work. I'll fight you.
All right.
Are there any more
To the
confrontational sayings than you got a
got a
problem?
problem.
Ian,
Shove off.
how many spell slots do you have left?
Total?
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What level of spell is Call Lightning?
It is a level 3,
How many level 3 spell slots do you have left?
2,
Those are left?
2.
Okay. Just make sure you're marking those down. It's very easy to forget.
Yeah, we need each of those.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Pervins, it is your turn.
The lightning?
They'll be dead in 10 minutes.
Pervins is going to run out and attack the closest automaton
Oh no, Pervins.
with his.
Not to interrupt, but just to let you know, guys, one full turn has passed, so you have 2 more full turns until the HUD is gone.
It flickered. It like.
Yes. I like that addition.
With his short singing sword, which has
Oh,
a second
God.
attempt that grants 1d4 extra damage.
Oh, pervy.
The singing one?
This is awesome.
This is what he got from Sylvia.
Yeah. So, sorry, I gave you this weapon, but we haven't used it yet, so I don't remember all of its properties. When you get it, does that 1d4 proc automatically on a successful hit?
I mean, all I wrote down was short singing sword, second attempt 1d4 extra damage.
Because it's a second attempt, 1d4 extra damage, basically we'll have you roll 2 attack rolls. If you hit the first one, sorry, to make this completely clear, if you have a successful attack, we'll roll normal damage, and then because you had a successful attack, we'll roll attack again, and if you're successful again, we'll do 1d4 extra damage.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So am I rolling a d20 on this?
Yes.
Perfect.
Look at this guy. Little shop of horrors.
You can't be. You're peeking.
We're not fighting that guy.
You've got a DM screen.
I do have a DM screen. I forgot to put it up.
What do I add to
It's
this?
right there.
I know.
Cheating.
He was going to cheat.
I didn't see
It's
anything.
my dexterity.
For your sword, it's going to be your strength and your proficiency.
Unless it's a finesse weapon. Is it a finesse weapon?
I mean, no. All I got was the information that I got
Yeah.
when
So
it was
for
given
this,
to me.
prevents for this attack roll, please add your strength bonus and your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so my proficiency is 3 now, so it's 20.
Okay. That is a successful hit.
So then, did I roll an additional d4 then?
No. So roll normal damage
Oh, okay.
and
Well-
add your strength.
So is my I don't think I ever got what the normal damage would be.
So this singing sword would be a short sword. So it'd be 1d6 plus your strength.
Okay.
Also, it's a singing blade, so it sings a song as it's being swung.
Right.
You have total freedom with that to do whatever you'd like.
When this sword sings, it actually sounds a lot like Kyle.
Okay. As the sword was sung, it says, "I am very brave. I'm a very brave sword."
That is how my sword sounds.
Excellent.
Everyone goes, "Sword, sing for me."
I am very brave. I'm a very brave sword.
So my strength is 0, so it's just 5 for the d6.
Zero.
Okay, do I roll the d4 then? to
No,
add
so
it?
we're gonna make a second attempt. So
Okay.
roll the d20 again, add your proficiency bonus and your strength bonus.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead and re-roll that.
Oh, my God. Where did
Sorry.
it even go?
It's
Okay.
close to.
Oh, it's way over there.
Oh, I
I made it go
I don't know if you can get like more classic D&D than what's happening right now.
Thank you.
It's part of the experience.
Part of the experience.
Ow!
Oh.
My knee.
I feel like someone's mom should
Whoa.
come in. Like, hey.
So that's
Here's
a
some Tostino's
a
pizza
5.
rolls.
So plus your even with your
That's a
your
5, yeah, it's a 5.
Okay. Unfortunately, you missed the second attempt, so you don't get the extra d4 damage. Because you're very small, I'm assuming you swing at the shield guardian's like foot.
Yeah, whatever within the 3 feet that I can reach. 4 feet maybe if I can jump a foot.
So normally a halfling would not have the strength to even make a scratch or a dent on the armor that these guys have. Pervance is no ordinary halfling. The singing blade actually slices in a little bit. It's like you're chopping into a tree with an axe, and you make a really solid dent. Unfortunately, that also draws some attention. So the other two are still kind of focused on the hut, but the one that was cut into just kind of tilts down and makes more grinding noises.
Can I use some kind of bonus action to run back into the hut?
Because the shield guardians are right outside, it wouldn't take you all of your movement to get out there. There's actually something I forgot to do, but we'll address that later. You could try to move back into the hut. Unfortunately, because you're right at the foot of the shield guardian, it will get an attack of opportunity if you choose to do so. So it's a sort of like danger now versus danger later.
It's worth it not to fight two of them at
Yeah,
once.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try to run back into the hut.
Okay. So it will get an attack of opportunity. I'm sorry to do this to you, but unfortunately, you're wearing oversized clothes. I did not.
Oh, the boots.
Because I didn't do it on the way out. I feel like it's a little unfair to do it at your worst possible moment. So we'll wait to do the D20 roll until next turn.
If
That's
he
my
needs
mistake.
to roll to get back in, that's fine.
Okay.
If he
okay.
needs to
He's
roll,
concentrating very hard.
if he needs to roll for a,
This is just a raw T20 to make sure you don't fall over.
is a 3.
Okay. Unfortunately, Pervance, due to the nature of your oversized clothes, you get really excited that you got the hit.
Yeah.
You're very proud of yourself.
And then I say, and now back into the hut.
And as soon as you say that, you fall face first into the snow,
no.
right in front of the hut.
Oh God.
I have fallen.
Luckily, you are the first person to act, so maybe people can help you out in the remainder of this turn. Andrew, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab Pervance's leg and drag him into the hut.
Okay. So the way that we're going to handle this situation is because you are not in immediate danger. You can do it in such a way where you'll just quickly reach out and grab Pervance. You'll be fine. But because Pervance is lying flat on the ground and will be moving, there will be an attack of opportunity on Pervance.
Yeah, we have to. We
It's a risky
have to do
attack.
that. Yeah. Because
Okay.
those two robots get it. Yeah, we have to.
What is your armor class, Pervance? We're going to ignore
13.
the fact that you're on your stomach, which would normally be a penalty, I believe. 13?
Yeah.
Okay. So normally the shield guard needs to get 2 attacks with their fist. But because they're using their feet, they're only going to get 1 attack. 4. You are lucky. It misses you.
We can't see that.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He made his choice.
I did make my choice.
Made his bed.
The shield guardian misses.
Now you got a lion.
So Andrew, because you're a thief, hopefully that's not offensive. Because you're a thief,
Not at all.
you're very dexterous, and normally, if anybody else in the group had probably tried to drag Pervance in, they would have been unsuccessful. But you did it in one swift action. You moved over, grabbed, pulled. This lumbering automaton couldn't react in time, so you were successful.
Cool.
Pervance, you're out of harm's way.
Andrew, you saved me once more.
Pervance, that was not wise.
But dear Haga, he lies out there in danger. You love Haga as much as I do.
He'll be fine. Lily's gonna take care of these robots.
Right,
Right,
Thumbs up.
Oh God. What is
She has
thumbs up?
shown us her thumbs.
What
in
is thumbs
a
up?
Gesture of solidarity, dear friend.
Hogger, it is your turn.
I'm going to try to mount one of their backs.
Oh my god.
I'm going to
Okay.
jump on one.
One hit point. I'm gonna
one
hit you
hand.
with lightning, and I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
You have one hit point in one hand
Yeah.
that it holds an axe.
Yeah.
And you're still gonna try to mount it.
Haga, don't
All right.
forget to play possum.
I'm going to try to bury my axe into its back as like a
Axe back.
like a pickaxe and trying to climb.
That's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Hogger, I want you, whatever happens, whatever happens, I want you to know that I always admire your bravery.
When I see him do this, I go, Hogger, God damn it, get in the hut.
He hasn't done it yet. There's nothing to respond to
Well,
yet.
then I'm
Yeah.
preloading my response.
We see him charging. We see
Yeah.
we're used to Hoggers like thinking about it. We know what he's doing.
Before we actually get to the action itself, I just want to set it up for you a little bit. So there are two. So the hut itself is about 10 feet in front of you. Right at the base of the hut, There's one to the left. There's the dead one that fell down in the middle on its back, and then there's one on the right.
Do they both have full health?
Yes.
No. Well,
Oh yeah, one guy hit by lightning.
So
Yeah.
No,
actually,
one got
all
hit by Pervins.
one got hit by Pervins.
Yeah, that's
so,
the one I'm mounting.
The one that got hit by Pervins?
Yeah.
So Pervins hit the one on your right.
Okay.
It'll be your guys' left, Hogger's right.
That's the one I'm going for.
Okay, cool. You have one hand, as Kyle Bossman said. You're not very dexterous to begin with. So any leaping, unfortunately, because it's the nature of your character, I'm going to have to give you disadvantage on this roll. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh no.
Do you
That's
have
three?
any? Do you have any inspiration?
No.
Okay. So, Hogger,
Wait, roll again. You might get worse.
Wait, what?
What?
You have disadvantage. You have to roll twice and use the worst.
Oh, it's true. Technically,
that's true, but there's no way.
let's see it.
Just see.
I was a 19.
All
Boy,
right.
we could have used that.
Just
mean-
see it. He could have gotten a critical failure. It could have been even funnier.
Yeah. True.
He would have to take the lowest roll. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
how it worked.
That's true. But it's already bad enough. Hogger, you dash toward the right shield guardian.
As I'm dashing, I yell, "Pervins, come finish your prey!"
Hogger! Pervins, do you have any response to this?
Who is Pervins? There is no Pervins here.
Wow.
Deserve to die.
Yeah. Wow.
Hogger, this is not playing possum.
Yeah.
Hogger, you charge at the shield guardian, and in this moment, you look heroic. You look like something out of an action movie.
God.
You know, like your muscles are bulging, you're screaming, you look like this ferocious monster in a good way. And you jump at this shield guardian. It's back facing you. And like, if you could take a snapshot of this moment, you would want to hang it on your wall. I mean, the axe is like gleaming in the sunlight. It's perfect. And you get about, halfway up its back, and you realize that you actually miscalculated the jump. And you don't even reach the shield guardian. You actually end up falling in the snow, and you're about 5 feet away from the guardian. In fact, the act itself was so unsuccessful that I'm going to have to roll to see if they even notice you.
There's a chance they might not notice.
They're very dumb. The one thing you guys have going for you is they're very, very, very dumb.
Nice.
It does not.
Whew.
Have you guys seen the movie The Other Guys with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
At the beginning, they're chasing the Rock.
The beginning is the
Yeah,
best
the
part.
beginning's
rest
the
of
best.
movie is
Who's
pretty
Rock's
bad.
partner?
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson and The Rock are chasing some perps across rooftops, and they get to the edge of this one rooftop, and they're kicking ass, whatever.
They drove a Ferrari
Yeah.
through a bus. They're
And-
super action heroes.
And then they just look at each other and they go, "Aim for the bushes," and the other one's like, "Aim for the bushes," and they pound it, and then they just jump and then just fall to their death.
they jump off the building and just fucking die.
That's how the movie
That's how it starts.
That's very
And then
funny.
the other two are the crappy
The other guy.
Substitutes.
non-action hero
Yeah,
cops.
Yeah,
that made
that's
me
very
think
funny.
of this.
That's
Or
what
this
I
made me
thought
think
of too.
that.
I was like, he's the
Aim for-
Rock.
Yeah, aim for the bushes, and they're
Aim
so
for the bu-
confident.
They're super confident. They don't think anything could go wrong.
I'll send you guys the clip.
Okay.
It's really good.
It's pretty good.
Hogger, the other guys. It is Shield Guardian's turn. So the one that you attacked, Pervins, the other one is still banging away at the hut. It is not responding at all. The one that you attacked is aware that there are something. He saw something outside of the hut and then it went back in, and it's a little bit puzzled. So it actually bends down and it tries to look for you, and then it tries to punch a hole in the hut. It is not successful because this is the most ridiculous hut that's ever existed. But
Yeoman's
Leo knew
ridiculous
his
hut.
shit.
Yeoman knew his shit.
yeah, you should feel very proud. You've saved the entire group, 10 times over at this point. Lilia, it is your turn.
Call lightning on the damaged one, because Hogger's 5 feet away from it.
This is the one that just punched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he is 5 feet away from it. You have free reign.
And just to not freak out Bossman, I will roll the 1d10
Thank you
three
very
separate
much.
times.
Thank you.
2 plus 1 plus 9. So 12.
So you've been
Good enough.
calling a lot of lightning. Some would call you a lightning caller. You know, that is
Yeah.
your pseudo name at this point. So you're gonna. Not all of them can be zingers.
They can't all be
can't all be
zingers,
zingers. That did semi-moderate damage to the
I'd say
golem.
probably about 12 damage.
Semi-moderate.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Sorry,
I
I
could
should have
hit it.
explained that a little bit more.
No,
The golem, the shield guardian, did not really react to that lightning. So we are back at the top of the order. This is actually the final turn with the hut. Keep that in mind.
We got 120 feet on this lightning. We can just bolt.
Can we perceive that it's starting to fade?
Yes. So
Oh.
the way that I'm kind of envisioning how the hut is fading is, you know, when you have like an old school television and all it's got on it is bunny ears,
Yeah.
and you're trying to get like your local news station, and it's very fuzzy and it's fading and it's going in and out and it's like kind of wavy.
Cool.
That's what the hut looks like right now.
Cool.
Pervins, it's your turn. You see that your hut is fading.
Recast the hut.
Let's give us a new hut.
I don't want to be the hut guy.
Pervins, we love the hut guy.
Lilia is the lightning guy. Haga is the axe guy.
Something that we didn't bring up just because it didn't happen, but
Is Andrew.
wait, this hut isn't a concentration spell?
No.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
It's the most OP hut.
The casting time is 1 minute for this hut.
Yeah, we'd have to survive for a while.
So
Well, unless
Yeah.
we can cast the hut on top of the other hut.
the,
Is there
But if it's only
hutception?
going to last one more turn, that's
Yeah.
like 40 seconds.
so here's the thing.
Is hutception a thing?
I am for the sake of diversity, some might disagree with this, which is fine. I am bending time for the hut, but as we've talked about before on Tabletop Adventures, turns in roughly last anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds. So to cast for a minute,
I'd miss a lot of turns, huh?
it's a lot of turns. We could work out something where you could eventually do it, but what might be better, just a little bit of advice, is if the hut fades and you guys do want to recast the hut, it might be better to disengage, try to get away, and then be out of combat and cast the hut. Because a minute not in combat is
So
no
it
time at all.
appears around
What
you.
if we just sneak out the back? Hogger creates a diversion. We sneak out the back of the hut.
We are faster than the robots.
Theoretically. I'm just going to keep hitting these guys with lightning.
I'm
until
not
I'm
leaving
dead.
until they're dead.
I'll probably hit Hogger too because he's
Keep in mind, Hogger, you are not aware of these plans.
I yelled at him to get to get in the hut. He's aware of that. Whose turn is it?
Hogger, you
It's
oaf!
Pervin's turn.
You clumsy oaf!
You hear Andrew taunting you.
Get in the hut, Hogger!
And
Pervins, come out here and finish the job!
No, Pervins isn't important right now. Just get in the hut.
The Hogger calls for my sword!
Pervins, no.
He's conflicted. He just shouts at the sky. He's just frustrated.
God, Pervins is so weird.
He says, my loyalty tells me to go fight alongside the brave Haga. However, my strategy tells me that he should create a diversion for us, and we should escape through the back of the hut. What say you?
I said, yeah, that Pervins is probably a super good idea to just run.
Yeah.
Hogger will live. Do not
Run.
worry about Hogger.
I've never run before in my life. That's not true.
Yeah, you've Pervins, you've run many times. You've run
Pervins,
many times.
I once watched you run while soiling yourself.
Then it is settled. We will fight. I'd find a way through the back of this hut and run away. Haga, create a diversion. We're going to escape through the back of the hut.
I'll be here.
Call out to to the automatons.
You have 1 hit point. Okay.
He's ready.
We'll
He knows.
claim your corpse.
We'll claim your corpse.
He doesn't have anything good on him.
No, we mustn't leave Haga.
Purvins, dude, you gotta choose something, man. Go with your heart.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart,
Purvins.
Purvins.
If you want to, you don't have to do it this way. You can roll for the decision as well.
Ooh, that's a cool idea.
Come up with 3 more decisions and use the
it's-
D4.
So basically, the way that we'll do this is if it's between these 2 decisions, if it's
I'll
below,
do 10 and up. It'll be.
yeah, you can
yeah.
actually set the parameters if you want.
If it's 10 and up, I will help Hogger.
Nice.
7. That means run. Hugger's not gonna be pleased. Well, Hugger can't actually see.
Yeah.
You can't
Any
see
of this.
Purvins.
Yeah.
You did you say that you were going to run away and use him as a distraction though? Like just before the roll?
If that's what was lower.
Yeah.
No, because you were saying
10 and up
Hogger-
is attack for Hogger.
Yeah, he said it.
Okay, so you were aware of this plan.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean say that out loud? I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, sorry.
Just through the hut, my friends. Let us go. Purvis can't believe he just betrayed his best friend. He escapes through the back of the hut.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to escape out the hut.
That's what they're doing.
Okay, so Purvins, you're moving out of the hut. Can you roll a
I think I'm
d20,
already out of the
please?
hut.
You are. You're on the left side of the hut.
Yeah.
It's a 5.
Oh, those boots.
I
Okay.
can't find the back flap.
Boots.
You end up falling flat on your face after you spent so much time anguishing over this decision.
Come, friends. Let us escape.
In fact, you're talking as you're moving, and so when you flap on the floor, you get cut off mid sentence. You're like, come, friend.
Am I still,
Kinda like that.
am I still in the hut?
Yeah, you're. You can use your action to get up and try to move again.
I imagine him just being like, come, friends, come. And then you can see how he's like, all right, let's go. It's like really sad the second time.
I'll try to
Fuck
get
it,
up and
let's
move
get out of
again.
here.
Okay.
17.
Okay, so this time you actually can move out of the hut. I'm assuming you want to do this quietly. Could I have you roll a stealth check, please?
19. My stealth is
Nice.
+4.
So 23. Excellent. It's going to be difficult to beat. I do not. You are. So you are. You can move. We said that your movement was impaired because of the clothing. I believe we said you could move half as fast. So what is your normal movement speed?
25 feet.
Okay. So
Do that math.
Right.
Some math king now?
Turns
he's
out
a
you
math
can you
geek?
can move 17 and a half feet, but we'll round
I
that
think
up
it'd
to
be
18
12 and a half, wouldn't it?
or 12.
Woo!
Yeah. Wow.
Bringing that math.
Bringing
Well
the
done.
math.
I thought there was some math I didn't know about.
No.
Yeah, I was
no.
like, whoa.
I was thinking of a different number.
That happens to me from time to time.
Yeah, so we'll round that up
Bring
to
this couch down
13.
on all of us.
We'll round that up to 13. And basically what that means is you get just outside of the hut. So you are definitely still within sight of the shield golems if you fail your stealth check next turn.
Okay, I'm gonna bury my. Can I have an? I don't have time to do anything else, I guess.
What is it?
I'm gonna bury myself in the snow.
Yeah, you definitely have time for that.
Okay, if I bury myself under
I guess
the
that's a
snow.
bonus action.
I
Like
bur-
a very swift
Yeah.
I
burrowing.
burrow in under the snow, so I'm hidden.
He took a seminar on snow burrowing.
Because
Ice sculptures.
Yeah.
Because your clothes are oversized, as you're burying yourself in the snow, snow is getting into your clothing. So you've got really cold stuff pressed up all against your naked body, like everywhere.
Okay.
in your
That's
Fine,
naked
He's gonna
body.
summon a new hut.
Yeah,
We're
that's.
fine.
I'm gonna summon a head on top of myself.
Okay,
Buried
but
up
for
in
but
the
for
snow.
just
Coward.
keep in mind the as you guys are outside the hut, you are in danger of taking damage.
Yeah.
The longer you're outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm-
keep that
I'm-
in mind.
Yeah.
Andrew, it is your turn.
Okay, so there's a robot still kicking the wall. what Andrew's going to do is, in that point after impact is when you're most off balance. So once he's kicked it and is just starting to reel the leg back, Andrea is going to push on that one leg to knock the robot over.
Okay, 2 things. This is a very creative and excellent idea that I love. Take a point of inspiration for that.
Okay.
Just for the idea of itself.
But
But I want to give you all the information that is appropriate. You are a halfling. Pushing a shield guardian, even when it's off its center of balance, is going just pushing with your raw strength alone is going to be very, very difficult.
I have to try.
Okay. Okay.
This
To try that.
to Andrew's combat experience, this makes total sense.
Right. It
Yeah.
does make sense. But
push a
to
boss,
counter that,
would you?
Your combat experience has only really been a living thing.
Oh right, she's never fought a robot before.
Right.
She's does
Right.
not even know how to
So
handle
you're
this.
using as much knowledge as you have
Right,
in
exactly.
this tactic.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do wait for the right moment when it's just reeling back from the kick.
Yeah.
And you run out of the hut and you try to push it with all your might.
With just one arm.
Just
Yeah.
okay.
But the might of that one arm.
Can I ask why one arm?
That's all I got. Well, I guess I have
Oh
a
right,
stub.
that's right. I'm sorry. Yes.
I can maybe use the
stub
stub.
push.
You could stub push.
Stub push.
Floated.
Yeah.
It's a little less glorious, perhaps, but yeah.
You got to stub
Nobody
sometimes.
has hands.
Can you? Yeah, I forget that no one has hands. Can you roll a strength check?
Oh boy. So everyone knows my strength is -1, so I need a really good roll on this.
Nat 20, come on.
Get that nat 20.
Oh no.
That's a 4 total.
That's a 4. That's a big 4.
You do have inspiration if you'd like to attempt it again.
Let's try it
Yeah.
again.
Try it again.
Try it again.
Why not?
That's a 1.
Oh, was that a natural one? It was a 2, and because
Right.
he has -1,
Okay.
it is a 1. So I've got good news and bad news. The push does
good news?
the push does nothing, which is the bad news.
Right.
The good news is it was so ineffectual, and this shield guardian is so single tunnel vision focused on smashing this dome, doesn't even notice you.
So-
Not aware of your touch.
It was basically like this. It was just like a, and then she's like back in the dome.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just like a.
Yeah. But you definitely did an interesting thing there. I think that was cool. Hogger, it is your turn. You are face first in the snow.
With the sweet magic axe in your hand.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for.
The hut.
I'm gonna go for
The
this guy.
hut.
I'm gonna go for this guy.
Hogger. Get
Gonna
in
go
the
for this
hut.
leg.
Yeah.
Which is this guy?
So he was
Same
in
one
front
I
of
tried to
the
jump on.
Oh, okay.
his right, your left,
Yeah.
and it is the one
the
that
one
is
who's kicking.
damaged
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
by Purvince's singing blade.
Going for the
Right.
leg.
Going for the leg. Okay,
Tell me.
roll an attack, please.
Purvis, where the hell are you?
Normal.
17.
Nice.
Okay. 17. But you didn't add plus anything. So because of your pluses, that is going to be a successful hit. Roll for damage, please.
Yeah, his attack bonus is +9.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
He hits. So it's 1d6 plus strength.
9 total.
Okay. I have good news. Really good news. Random news that you were not prepared for. So
Before the blade hits, by the way, I
Yeah.
say, never turn your back!
oh my god.
To the robot.
To the robot. Oh, I thought
Okay,
you were talking
cool.
to Purvis.
No.
So you do 9 damage as is. The news that I have is that your axe is when you swing it.
No one can ever get
Thank
through
you.
a sentence in this.
Thank you for that. It's probably really distracting as I was talking. I had
was gonna
hair
go
coming out of
right
my
into your
eye. Yeah,
eyeball.
thank you. Losing my focus. As you were swinging your axe, it actually has a blue gem on it. This one is a lighter blue than the ones that you've seen before. And as you're swinging it, sparks fly out of it.
Whoa.
And you sink your blade into the foot. You actually see where Purvince already kind of made a dent, and you just dig in deeper. I've got good news. because you're kind of going inside their plating now, your electrical attacks are twice as effective. So what would normally just be 1d6 extra lightning damage is actually going to be 2d6 extra lightning damage. You don't add anything to it, but you have the 9 damage from the swing itself, and then you're going to have 2d6 bonus damage.
1.
That's a 5.
6 total.
Okay, so we've got 15 damage. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. The Shield Guardian really felt this. So it was actually crouched down. This was the one that was trying to punch in. You dig into it, and its head just goes, "Argh!" And that I don't know what noise that was. It just came out. It just came out.
There's a bird.
Yeah, there's a bird call. Sometimes you go for things in D&D and they just don't work out. The Shield Guardian turns its head and is very upset with you.
I'm disgusted with the axe. But I'm also... I want to spit on him.
Oh, no.
Nice.
As a bonus action, you would like to spit on the Shield Guardian?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have you make a dexterity checks, please?
Weren't you at one point like a schooled warrior?
17.
You are successful.
Yeah.
So your spit flies so true. You're like an elven archer who's been using a bow and arrow for years and years and years. Your spit. So if you can see this image, the Shield Guardian is on 271 of the Monster Manual for those interested. Your spit, there's a slit in their helmet, goes right through it.
Good roll.
So basically, you spit on this thing's brain.
Excellent.
Does it fry anything?
It makes a weird bird noise.
Ian brings up a very funny point, is that when Hogger began this adventure, he was like a noble warrior.
He was like taught how to be a warrior.
Yeah. He has
Never
become
once ever used like an advantage or strategy.
Yeah.
Ever.
He's become a barbarian throughout the course of this adventure. Like, we drove him mad.
Worst warrior of all time.
The street
spitting
has
the shit.
taken its toll.
What is your alignment, Hugger?
Chaotic neutral.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's So, as a warrior, don't forget this. You have an extra attack. However, you are also disgusted with the axe that you're using. How are you going to resolve this?
I'm going to grab my other axe.
Okay, do you throw the axe that you're using, just drop it?
Is it in his leg or?
It's not in his leg. So you are strong enough that you get it in. The attack was so good that you get it in, you get it out.
Drop.
Okay, drop it.
Other axe. My
Last axe.
Last one.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the same leg.
Okay. Go
It's
for
a
it.
robotic healing axe.
14.
Total.
Yeah.
You are unsuccessful.
Oh.
So the way that we're going to rationalize this is in fact you are so disgusted with yourself for once again succumbing to magic for the 10th time that disgusted feeling kind of distracts you from your swing.
As he swung the second axe, was there any indication of its powers?
Yes, there was. Thank you for pointing that out, Kyle Bossman. So this one has a yellow gem on it. No, I wasn't saying that sarcastically. I genuinely mean that. This one, as you swung it, produced light, like a radiant light.
Ooh.
I drop it.
Oh, no.
You have no axes. You have one bare hand.
Yeah.
And one
And your
HP.
great axe.
And a
A
dagger.
great axe and a dagger in the boot.
Dagger in the boot.
Also magic.
He doesn't know that.
But we don't know what it is yet.
Okay. Boy, this is going to be an interesting turn. Is the Shield Guardian's turn.
I have one.
So as I said, the robot is kind of crouched down. The Shield Guardian is kind of crouched down. And it kind of looked at you like this, and then you spit in it. And so it's not going to waste time like trying to get up and attack you. It's just going to take its left foot, which is closest to you, and it's going to kick back.
Cool.
Like this.
Like a horse.
Yeah. Yes, exactly like a horse. Because it's using its feet again, it doesn't get the benefit of multi-attack with its fist.
We need a miss here.
What is your armor class, sir?
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need a miss.
That is a
Oh.
hit.
Oh!
Apparently, instant death is if it exceeds your hit point maximum.
What is your
negatively?
What is your hit point maximum?
61.
I like that rule. We will definitely use
That's
that rule.
way better than
Yeah.
So
Double
you're
your con.
doing.
double your con.
So I remember Chris Perkins saying double your con.
Oh, really?
I think where the point of confusion comes is I'm pretty sure that's how they did it in past editions.
Yeah.
Like that's something that messes me up all the time.
197,
is-
as someone pointed out last time, has all kinds of helpful information about death.
Oh, nice. So we're gonna roll for damage. It's not gonna do more than 61, but
Give it time.
so you take 12 damage. You are so the foot hits you, and it like crushes your face. It crushes it so much that it actually ends up breaking your jaw and your nose.
Someone's been playing Mortal Kombat.
No, I mean you just got kicked by a 10-ton horse, basically.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. So to recap, I want to do a brief recap of all of Hogger's injuries.
Yeah.
So your nose got sliced. You have holes in your face because you were bitten.
Yeah.
You have numerous scars.
Some great art by Alexander Arts.
Yeah, really incredible
showcasing
piece.
the
Really
holes.
incredible piece. And so at this point, you take all of that nastiness and just kind of scrunch it together.
Okay.
You look like someone you look like clam chowder,
Piece
basically.
of Swiss cheese.
Is that
As
the
I'm
red or the
flying
white?
back,
The white.
as I'm flying back from the injury,
Yeah.
I mumble. Pervins.
Pervins? Oh, God. Hogger makes no sense. How does he blame this on Pervins?
He called to him, and Pervins didn't come to his aid. He's hiding in the snow.
Yeah, this is all him. This is
Pervins
all
is
him.
lying in the snow
True,
like a
though.
coward.
Transference.
Oh no.
Pervins, how could
Did that
you?
blow knock him away?
Yes.
Yay!
So that blow kicked you about 15 feet. That's how powerful it was. So you are about 25 feet total away from the fading hut.
Which direction? Like not in the direction that Pervins went, in
Right.
the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So
Opposites.
basically the way that we're going to do this is you guys are almost exactly opposite of each other.
Just
It's
like
a
in
metaphor.
life.
You can actually
Yeah.
you can actually look through the hut and see Hogger.
Well, I'm under the snow, so I'm
Yeah.
just.
Are you sorry? I didn't know if you just
buried
like
in the
covered
snow.
yourself with snow or you like dove into it.
I'm hidden in the snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you
Or at
cannot
least
see
you
Hogger.
think you are.
Yeah.
Just completely
I
obvious.
just have my hands over my eyes.
That's honestly
I'm
not joking.
invisible.
That's kind of how I envisioned it. Is like Pervins just picked up a bunch of snow and like kind of threw it on himself. It's like no one can see me.
The perfect plan.
Look at me. I'm invisible.
Lilia, it is your turn.
Call lightning on the damaged one. Pew!
Okay.
While
some
walking
gunman.
away, kind of backwards into the. So if this is Pervins, and these are the guys, I'm backing away that way.
While casting it, like some action.
Yeah.
hero?
So
yeah.
You put your sunglasses on.
The-
and
the way that we're gonna do this is we're going to count like trying to sneak away as an action.
I didn't say anything about sneaking. I'm
Okay.
just walking away.
Okay, that's fine. If you just walk away, because you're already outside the hut, if you walk away from the hut, there's a chance that the shield guardian will see you.
Yes,
Okay, you're aware of that.
that's the plan.
Okay. Not trying to argue, just saying as is.
Wait, did we skip a shield guardian's turn? I guess the other one's just kicking.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I didn't bring it up because
Right.
he is doing the same thing.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so you call lightning. Go ahead and roll for that, please. No one is in danger of being hit.
10, 12, 20 total.
Excellent hit. You actually do so much damage to it that the shield guardian ends up kind of flattening out. So he appears he appears immobile
Like-
at the movement
Nice.
at the moment. How many? So sorry.
10 minutes.
So it lasts 10 minutes. So you can just keep calling lightning for all of combat
Yup.
using one spell slot.
Yup.
That's pretty cool.
And if we were in a storm that wasn't magical, it would do 4d10.
This is
And
a
if
cool
I
game.
cast it, if
This
I
is
cast
this is a
it,
very balanced game.
if I cast it with a fourth
So
level
OP.
slot,
Magic's awesome.
if I cast it with
Makes
a
it fun.
higher slot, it does an additional
like
one.
Blizzard.
We
Always
create
favoring
a
Magic.
dome that nothing can get through. Not a thing. Like God Himself, not get through that. Lightning forever.
Sylvia herself.
Instantly.
And poor Pervitz is struggling to do 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like those attempts a little bit more. So
Hey man, I'm sorry.
no, you're doing the right thing. So this thing is immobile, and you are backing away. I need to see if the one kicking down perceives you. It does. So it keeps kicking and it keeps banging away, and as you're kind of backing, moving away from the hut, do you move your full distance away from the hut?
Yes.
Okay, so you're 30 feet. Okay, so it sees you and like puts its leg down, and it's clear that it's going to start walking towards you.
And the hut disappears.
The hut disappears.
You're welcome.
So, Andrew, you are caught a little bit by surprise.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately,
it's looking at me.
one of them is looking at you, yes, but because Andrew is right in front of both of them, they don't even they're dumb, but they're not that dumb. They can see you.
Yeah.
Both of them, even the one that's immobile, is aware of your presence.
Is it like squished like a cartoon? Is that what happened to it?
So basically, imagine that you're like crawling around looking for something underneath your couch, and then like your brother jumps on top of you,
Oh.
and you just kind of like that.
Oh, okay. So it's prone.
It's prone, yes.
So
flattened out.
everyone has advantage on attack rolls.
That's true.
On this rope.
That's
Yep.
very correct. So the hut is gone. One of the shield guardians is aware of Lilia. Both are aware of Andri. Pervins, it is your turn. You are either buried or you believe yourself to be buried.
I'm hidden, and I will cast Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay, so you are still in combat, technically.
So it'll take like
Like,
6 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a custom rule. It will take 5 whole rotations to
Okay,
cast.
but I'm
Leoman's
hidden
tiny
in the
hut.
snow.
5 rotations is too long.
I mean,
If
it's
every
fine.
turn is 6 seconds.
I'm hidden.
Yeah, I'm just
Nobody
saying.
can tell that I'm.
I'm saying that's like
thir-
3. That's like 3 minutes,
What?
isn't it?
If it's like every turn is like 6
No,
seconds, then
every-
it should be like.
Yeah, so it's just
There are
performances.
rounds.
It's
1, 2,
but I'm not
3,
counting
4,
everybody's.
5, 6. There's 6 people per turn.
5 times
per
12
round.
is 60, so if it was 60 seconds, it should be like.
It's
12.
36 seconds per round.
I think a round is
so
a
2 rounds is a minute.
I think a round is a turn in this case.
He means a round of everyone's turns.
So again, time moves very weirdly in D&D. If you think about combat,
I'm just saying the combat will be over by then.
no. You're not listening to me though.
You're
I'm
right.
I'm trying to
I'm
explain.
sorry.
Yes. The way that combat actually is like supposed to happen in real time is you guys aren't like really taking turns. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not like Hogger acts and then Andrew acts and then Pervins acts.
Right.
The way that it works is it's kind of all happening simultaneously. So the way that I was thinking about it was like not counting the other players' turns, like because everything is supposedly happening simultaneously, it would be 6 seconds happening 5 times, so it would only be 30 seconds total of elapsed
Oh, I
time.
counted
Yeah.
both robots.
Because
Right.
it's happening concurrently, then it would be 12 times.
Right, so that's 2
Or
rounds,
11, maybe.
not 5.
No.
No. The
5
time
rounds
doesn't
is being nice.
stack. The
Like-
time doesn't
Right.
stack.
Are you
Yeah.
saying rounds as in turns or rounds as in everyone
So,
makes a
yes,
round?
I can see
Yeah.
why that would be confusing.
That's
so
what I'm confused about.
round is just one person's action. A turn is everyone's action. But
I'd
because
say
everything
that's
is
backwards.
because everything is happening simultaneously, the time for all of the rounds isn't stacking. So I'm just taking like what Pervins is doing within those 5 rounds into account. So I'm just taking like 6 seconds times 5.
Right.
So it would
So
be
5
30
turns.
seconds. Five turns, yes, not
Yeah.
5 rounds.
A round is everyone. A turn is one person.
I always called it the other way around. So I call turns
weird.
everyone, and I call round
That's
one person.
very strange. To
Yeah,
me.
that's strange to me too.
Sorry.
And that's why I was confused because I was like, that's forever long.
No, so to be 100% clear, it'll be 5 rotations of like your turn will happen 5 times.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
5 rounds.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how I understood it to be. I understood
like
it to
4
be.
minutes.
5 per rinse rounds, not 5.
I understood it to be
cumulative
more
rounds.
than that if it's a minute
Yes.
that we have to cover.
For my imagination, I would like to know what Pervins does while he's summoning the hut. Like, what is it?
Please work.
Please work. But does he like glow or something? Is it like how does a hut get summoned?
So some spells produce effects like your hands will glow or your eyes will light up.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Pervins decide.
What happens to him?
Yeah.
His nose just glows a little bit.
Cool.
Glow in
Like
his
red?
nose. A little yellow glow.
A
glow.
little
I'm trying
yellow
to disguise
glow.
it in the snow so he
Okay.
can't
So
see
even
it.
though your face is covered in snow, you can just see a little bright nose dot.
Please work. Please work.
I love that description. Well done.
So-
So you're just trying to cast a spell. You're staying in the
Yeah.
same spot,
hiding under what will become the hut formed over.
and your hands are praying.
There's snow just.
Awesome. Andrew, your turn.
All right.
Something I want to mention, just so it doesn't get confusing beforehand. You are actually well within range of both of the shield guardians.
Yeah.
So if you try to move away without disengaging, they will both. Well, no, the one that's immobile will not get an attack of opportunity. The one that was kicking will. So you
Yeah.
have 1 attack of opportunity against you.
Dang. And from my understanding, they're like between me and Hogger. I can't get to Hogger without having to deal with them.
What you could do is you could use disengage as an action and move around them, basically,
Yeah.
if you want. Your movement speed is 25 or 30?
It is. It's actually good because I got these little swift boots.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I think it is 30 because it is normally 25.
Okay.
From that,
Hogger is about 25 feet away from the hut. If you were to go around the shield guardians, disengage and go around the shield guardians, you could basically make it like. I'm envisioning you'd get like here, basically, because you're not going in a straight line, you're going around,
right.
right around here.
let's talk about what it would take to go through the Guardians.
Okay, I think that's totally fair. I need to look up disengage real quick.
'Kay.
To be 100% accurate on this. We're back from the break. Andrew, we've done some research. We have figured some things out.
Yep.
Andrew, you have a course of action in mind.
Yes. I'm going to run to Hogger, disengaging, using my disengaging action as I pass through.
You can disengage while running?
Yeah. So yeah. Well, he's moving. He's not using the dash as an action.
Right. I'm not.
He has enough movement with his boots that he can disengage, move through them, and get to Hogger. That is all within his 30-foot range.
Is that how disengage works?
Yeah, so I was confused about it too because I was taking disengage very literally.
I thought you had to,
Right,
be there.
right. If you disengage, like I thought you were like, okay, no, thank you, and you step
Yeah,
back.
that's what I thought.
That is always how I've interpreted it. In fact, I think it may be like that in past editions. But the rules say very explicitly, if you use the disengage action, you do not provoke any attack opportunities.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
So you can just
However,
go where the hell you want.
That
if you
means
disengage.
I probably can't stabilize Hogger though because I used my action to
That
disengage.
was my very next follow-up thing. is
Okay.
that you can get to Hogger, you can stare at Hogger, you can caress Hogger lovingly,
What-
but you cannot take another action.
What I'm going to do is flop over to Hogger's opposite end,
Okay.
almost using him as a giant body
Human
shield.
shield,
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna like crouch down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just hear me like,
Yeah, dude, you have a gross, bloody, beat up face right now.
yeah, my jaw's broken.
You don't look like a face anymore.
Okay.
You didn't start off too pretty either.
But to be clear, the shield guardians can also move 30 feet a turn.
Oh yeah.
They saw you move past them.
I got my meat shield. I'm okay.
Okay.
Just hide
They're-
under me.
Their feet are big enough that they might try to crush both of you.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let them come.
Let them come. Hogger, please roll your death saving throw. Or death check. It's not a saving throw.
Nice.
It's a 16.
One
That's
success.
a good death check.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's worth it for a death check. I don't get the feat for that.
Okay, so it is both the Shield Guardian's turn. So good news, the one that was laid out flat has to spend its whole action getting up,
Cool.
but it can get up and move towards you. So it comes right next to you. The other one can just turn around, and it's a little bit confused. Again, these things are very, very, very dumb. And so it's not going to try to punch you because it wants to hit both of you.
Yeah.
It thinks the only reason you would hide behind this thing is if it was maybe somehow still alive. It tries to stomp on both of you at once. We're going to do this a little bit strangely. What is your armor class?
15.
Okay.
Slip your foot into my flip-flop alongside mine.
It is successful.
Okay. I'm going to use my uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Please just let me get stomped.
Yeah, I'm going to let you get stomped, Huber. I can use my reaction to have the attack's damage against me. So I'm still taking damage. I'm just going to have it.
Okay. Okay. Excellent.
Does a reaction? Do you have to set that up ahead of time or no?
No, it's really cool. It's almost automatic. I just can only use it once.
Oh.
Like I can only uncanny dodge once per off season.
You take 13 half round down, so you're going to take 6 damage.
Once per
How much do I
off
take?
season.
You take the full 13.
Oh, yeah,
so
ready
the
is
way that
what
we're
I
going
was
to do this is,
I'm at negative 20.
yeah, keep marking. If
Oh,
you
God.
if you get to the full 61, you'll be dead.
Dead for real dead.
Okay.
Then we fight alongside Hogger's ghosts.
Lilia, it is your turn.
Lightning on the injured one.
Okay. As we said before, these two are not in danger because the Shield Guardians take up enough space where you can just focus the lightning on one of them. Everything's fine. Roll for damage.
2. 4 total. And 10, 14.
Okay. Really came alive at the end there.
Yeah.
So this thing is not quite down yet, but it is in a severe state of disrepair.
And I continue walking 30 feet in that direction.
Awesome. Good news for you. They don't give a shit about you anymore.
Good.
Has she passed Purvance yet?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Purvance is here. I was going this way, so I'm probably double the distance of where Purvance is, but in a different direction.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, I think you're like west.
So you are
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
purposely
I'm going
separating
southwest,
yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm separating the group while staying in range of call light.
Can I have you roll a perception check, Lilia, please?
Purvance
Ooh.
is thinking, just hang on, Purvance. Lily will be here any minute.
14.
Okay. You see in the distance, quite a ways off, a quick glint. Like just straight ahead of you, just a quick flash.
Whoa.
And then it goes
So like
away.
in that way.
Yeah, the direction that you're moving, you see it.
Of white light?
It is
Like a reflection?
like a reflection, exactly. So like when like a beam of light just like very
Snipers.
quickly
Yeah.
lands on like a glass surface and you just see a bright spot. That's kind of what
Oh
it looks
no, the
like.
reflection of
Shooting
another
at the
automaton.
lights.
We are back at the top of the order, so Purvance, one full rotation has passed.
Still
You have-
casting.
You have 4 more left until, at least within combat, Leo Mentat is active. If we get out of combat, we'll have it happen pretty much instantaneously.
Still casting.
Is he still saying, please work, please work?
Please work. Just hang on for Lilia. She'll be here any minute.
Oh, God.
Your nose is getting
Whoa.
more illuminated.
Cool.
Oh.
We have a
Ian has
discovery.
just made a discovery.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Save it and make it a surprise.
It's much worse than we thought. If you have 0 hit points and you take damage, you suffer a failure of a death saving throw. If you take a critical hit, you suffer 2 failures.
Sorry about
Oh,
that failure.
that seems fair. That
And
makes
if the
sense,
damage
actually.
and if the damage at one time equals or exceeds, well, it just says if the damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, you suffer instant death.
Right.
So
So
If
he's
you don't take
1-1
damage
right now.
3 times.
Hold
yeah.
on.
According to the book.
Hold on. No, I'm actually super glad you looked that up.
Yeah.
That
Because
is
I was
how,
curious. I was like, does it stack like that?
that's how we should be doing it. The way that I want to run this session is if I screw things up initially, and then it's like, oh no, wait, it's actually this way, which will happen all the time. I don't want to switch mid-thing. So whatever way we were doing it before, we'll continue doing it that way, and then in the next instance, we will do it the correct way.
Okay.
And so you
That makes
don't
sense.
take a failure. The only way that you will die now is if you take all your hit points. Next time, because you will surely be unconscious again, we will keep this in mind for the future. Excellent. Thank you for looking that up, Ian.
Yeah, I was just curious.
So do the robots think like I'm hurting them with this lightning?
No. They think something crazy. They actually don't think any of you are doing it. They actually think they're being punished.
Do they think?
Oh, okay.
That's all I will say
Cool.
on the matter.
Do they think?
So they think in a way that like kind of a computer thinks. Like something has happened, and based on their past experience, they will try to formulate a response.
Yeah,
Like-
early
It's all
chaffy.
just- nuts
It's
and
all
bolts.
just if then.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
input output basically. So
What?
no, they don't have
I'm hungry for
consciousness,
nuts
but
and bolts.
they perceive things in a very binary way.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Pervins, your nose is getting brighter. That was all I wanted to say. Andrea, it's your turn. You also, what ended up happening, I want to try to incorporate your Uncanny Dodge into the RP.
Yeah.
They stepped down and they ended up squashing Hogger. You were quick enough, dexterous enough that you were able to kind of dart out of the way.
Yeah.
But your stump got a little stomped.
Oh, my stump.
That hurt a
Stump
lot.
stomp.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it was a stump.
Stump.
Not that useful to you anyway, but you can definitely tell your stump bone is broken.
Oh,
How do you use
God.
your hand again?
I spit on some queen and she cut off my hand.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were very into spitting
Yeah.
at that point. Still are.
Oh, no, it wasn't a spit. It was my slap. I slapped her face. That's actually what happened. Yeah,
Sylvia
yeah, yeah.
or
Yeah.
No, I don't think we've run into her again since then, actually.
After that point, you have not run into Sylvia. Yep. Hogger. Oh, no, sorry. Henry, still your turn.
The decision to make here is to stabilize Hogger or run for my life.
is Hogger under the like foot cup of this robot? Or did it just
So
go "Quah," and
it
then
just
go-
kind of like did a stomp and then lifted its foot back up.
Okay.
So your face looks like a smashed penny.
Awesome. So cool. So cool.
Andrew's hit by a memory of
Flashback?
This is a
Flashback.
Oh, yeah!
flashbacks a few episodes ago.
Oh.
She recalled
A real flash.
she recalled rejecting the dagger, and then Pervins keeping it, and then stuffing that into Hogger's boot, and she grabs that dagger out of Hogger's boot
Whoa.
and throws it at the nearest stone guardian.
Okay.
Please try to, in the future, make your flashbacks fake.
Okay.
If they can involve some kind of class that you took, that would be good.
The College of Knife Throwing. So
Andrew was a nice
yeah, this was a really interesting move, Andrew. You were making very interesting moves today. So the knife was magical,
Right.
and you're throwing at the shield guardian.
Yeah. And Andrew's been observing the weird axes.
Yeah.
None of the equipment. Andrew realizes now she probably should have taken some of that stuff. None of it's been cursed. It's all been pretty good so far.
Yeah,
I've
maybe I'll
got
take my
I've got
outfit
good
back.
news and I've got bad news.
Okay.
The good news is I really like this idea. The bad news
Nice.
is that all of the items I had pre-figured out what their abilities were
Thank
going to
God
be.
for that.
I did not do so with the dagger. I actually don't know what the magical property of the dagger is.
We're all gonna find out together.
It
We're gonna
makes
find
it
out.
fly and hit the perfect spot.
We're
on a robot.
going to find out
The robot's
together.
probably like, awesome, a magical dagger. Kill them with this now.
It belongs to the robot's mother. It's a precious heirloom.
Okay, so I'm going to write down 4 attributes.
Okay. And we're gonna roll to see which one sticks.
We're going to roll to
Cool.
see which one it is.
Awesome.
Well, actually, before we do that, we have to make sure your throw is successful.
we should do that first.
Make an attack
Yeah.
check. Add you're proficient in this.
Dagger was
Make
made
it
by
add your
robots.
proficiency bonus and your
From
dexterity
the robot's
bonus.
mother.
Okay.
Oh,
Melted
insult to
down.
injury.
Okay. Well, that's a 10. But dexterity is +4.
Okay.
And I never know where to find proficiency. It's right here.
Just
So that's
add
plus
3.
3. So that's be 17.
You are just barely successful.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna write these four properties down.
1, 2, 3,
gosh.
4. Properties.
And we're gonna do a 20? Or no, I guess we
No,
can do a
you do
D4.
D4.
Yeah.
I will give you the honor of rolling. I have to decide on the last property.
A lovely ocean
Healing.
front.
Yeah.
Robotic.
All right. Roll that D4.
Here we go.
Knife of robotic healing.
I really like that idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a 3.
All right. Your dagger does not do any damage, but it pierces the worn down breastplate of the damaged shield guardian. The minute it pierces, a rock formation starts forming around the dagger.
Cool.
And it spreads out very, very, very slowly. As it's happening, the shield guardian starts crying out as best it can. It goes, again.
I'm starting to feel bad for
Not
it.
on my game today with the
No,
robot sounds, but yeah, it's looking at itself as the stone is forming around it, and after a few seconds, it's frozen like this, just looking at its hands.
It's your classic OP dagger.
Nice.
Classic OP dagger.
Classic OB dagger. Is it? So it's stuck inside the stone now too. The dagger itself.
The dagger. So the dagger. Yeah, the dagger is stone itself. In fact.
Gonzo.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
thing you didn't cut your heel with that dagger.
Just from outside of his boot.
All of a sudden,
What the hell?
and suddenly, for no reason, you understand Hogger is now stone forever.
The way around that is This is not the first time Hogger's put a dagger in his boot.
Oh sure, yeah.
So where's the dagger now, though?
Dagger.
Also, wait,
the dagger
wait,
is
wait, wait.
stone in
And
its
then
Wait,
chest.
wait. Sorry, but Hogger gave his boots to Pervins.
One boot.
One boot.
One boot.
Oh,
He still had the dagger. He
Okay.
mentioned
Still
stuff
dagger
about
boots.
the dagger.
I thought it was both boots.
Yeah.
It was.
It was I'm almost 100% positive it was both boots because he wanted
No,
to be
and
one
he-
to wear it as an outfit, but we didn't do that.
Because I'm wearing Lilia's shirt.
I thought Permins was in one boot.
We're gonna say Hogger has like a little anklet
It's
strap.
his sock.
He's
Yeah.
Hogger sock.
Yeah.
Hogger sock.
Yeah.
Flashback. Before Hogger
Yeah.
gave Pervins the boots, he took Andrew aside and said, "Look, Andrew, take this dagger in case anything happens."
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
never
I
parted
said,
with the
no,
dagger.
Hogger, keep it in your socks, you weirdo.
So Pervins still has the dagger in his boots.
Yeah.
That was just a flashback for some reference.
The way that I envision Hogger socks is they just have faces of Hogger on them.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
But they're so soiled and smelly and
Yeah, I
full of
picture them
holes.
being
and
just-
Accurate.
Oh, they're probably
White-
You can't
Yeah.
tell it.
White socks that are now like this beige
They're-
brown,
yeah.
filthy,
Green.
Yeah.
so dirty holes. That's how I picture.
Bloody.
Hogger needs a good woman that can like take care of him and
Get
turn
him some
around.
socks.
There's some holes in those socks.
And also, Hogger's not the kind to like buy new socks.
Yeah.
So he's had these around for a while.
These are Hogger's socks.
One
Yeah.
Right.
only.
The only ones.
Right.
I can't imagine Hogger in a romantic situation.
He's gonna.
So I really don't want to do this. We are actually already over time. I really don't want to end in combat. I'm not going to force it, of course. So I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you one more rotation after this one. One more full rotation. But regardless of what happens, we'll have to end after that.
'Kay.
We're halfway through this rotation right now. Hogger, roll a saving throw. Death saving throw. You have one success. We're not counting the death thing.
That's a fail.
Okay. So you
fail.
have one success and one fail.
We're 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
It is the non-damaged shield guardian's turn.
The only one left.
The only one left.
Oh yeah, the other one's stone now, right?
That's something to keep in mind. You call it OP dagger, and it totally is an OP dagger.
It was almost dead anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm always going to be more generous if you guys try to use your resources in such a way. In this instance, it was a little sketchy if the dagger was actually there, but I still appreciate that thought, and I'm always going to be more generous toward those
It
items.
was in his
I gotta
slot.
believe Yeah, Hogger wouldn't give up the dagger.
Yes.
He gladly gave up his
Yeah.
boots.
Yes, I totally agree.
But
I totally
he was
agree.
keeping tabs of all his weapons the
right.
entire time.
But the
Yeah.
point is actions like that will see more favor. I
Plus, that's
suppose.
single use. I don't get that back.
You don't get that
Yeah,
back.
that makes it balanced out.
So Hogger, Shield Guardian is going to try to stomp you both again. So your uncanny dodge, I'm not going to give you like a huge leap where you're out of harm's way.
Yeah.
So it's still going to
You
be
still
able
hit.
to.
Yeah, because I still take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. He could miss.
He could miss.
He could miss with his
Uh,
big old boot.
No matter what, he will not miss Hogger.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, no matter what, Hogger will take damage.
You're lucky he's being nice about that rule.
Yeah, you'd be dead long ago.
So the just barely the Shield Guardian hits both you and Hogger.
So I'll use uncanny dodge again.
Uncanny dodge.
So it's 10 damage, which is 5 in your case. That's 10 for you. Hogger.
Gosh, Hogger, where are you at?
Negative 30 out of negative 61.
Oh
You'll
man.
be fine.
All right. Okay.
It's like you almost don't have a face now.
Did he hit my?
Focusing on the face.
Did he hit my stump again?
He is one of the faceless.
Yeah,
Ah.
he's trying to insult you by stomping on your stump. He's specifically calling out the stump.
I see.
Fights.
Yeah.
For
Lilia, your turn.
9 plus 7. That's 16. Plus 10. 26 damage lightning on this robot.
That was an incredible roll. The Shield Guardian is not happy. It's seeing what the same thing that's happening to it happened to all of its brethren. Its armor, like its shoulder pad, falls off, and it has black scorched lightning marks on its breastplate.
Does it make a little poing sound when it
Yes.
shoots
Pops
off?
off?
Exactly. Poing.
I'm curious what Lilia's emotions are throughout all this.
Very little.
Okay. She's
I
just
just
doing
wanna-
business. She's just
I'm
doing
trying
work.
to I'm trying to kill these stupid robots so we can go to my ladder.
Yeah.
That's all I'm.
yeah, how close
call
are you?
lightning
Can you
to the
still
dead.
cast lightning?
120 feet.
Oh wow.
It's so good. That spell's ridiculous.
Yep.
What can I say?
Okay, so this is going to be the last rotation, regardless of what happens.
Nature.
Perfect. Your turn.
Still casting, I think.
Okay.
What's he say though?
You got 3 more rounds left.
He has a feeling that Lily is close.
I'm always with you in spirit.
Is there anything else you would like to say or do?
That's it.
Okay, Andrew, your turn.
Please work, please work.
This turn I'm going to use to stabilize. Well, he's still got. You're 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gaming it.
Yeah, we don't need to yet. I'm not.
Min-maxing the stabilization.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
Is it a bonus action or a...
with left hand, I try to attack this new one. This one that just got shocked by lightning.
How would you
It's
like
a
to attack
robot.
it?
Right, it's an action, yeah.
I want to attack its hand. I want to attack its right hand.
Okay, so
you have to pass
during
your
this particular little encounter, it's just been stomping you.
Yeah.
Its hands are big. They do hang low.
Yeah.
You would either have to make a pretty good jump to hit its hand, or you could throw something at its hand.
But it's legs.
Short sword, I don't think I'm good at throwing, especially with left hand.
Uh huh.
I think short sword's too big. So yeah, I'm gonna have to jump and attack its right hand.
This is totally fine. Just at my own Ben Moore's personal curiosity,
Yeah.
why are you attacking its hand?
Because of the stump. Because it's deliberately attacked my stump twice.
So you're gonna make it have a stump.
Yeah.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
Stump spite. But its
I really
legs
like
are what's
this.
attacking everyone.
Are you attacking its left hand is closest to you? Is that the one you attack?
No, I'm attacking its right hand. I'm very sorry. It's how it's got to be.
Okay, so can I have you make a dexterity check?
Hand
Oh, absolutely.
This is gonna be quite a jump.
I'll happily make the dex checks. Also, I think it's dangerous to attack its legs while it's stomping.
Stabilization, you have to pass a DC 10 medicine check.
Yes, we did look that up.
Takes
Yeah.
an
Yep.
action, yeah.
Yep.
19.
You were successful
4, yeah.
in jumping.
Yeah, the jump I got.
Yeah, now you have to
Whiff!
make an attack check. Add your proficiency and strength, please.
Okay. Wait, is it strength even though it's a short sword?
Are you using it as a finesse weapon? If you're using it as a finesse weapon, you add your dex.
Yeah, I do have a check next to finesse weapon. For
Awesome. Let's do that then.
that. Okay.
Add your dex.
We always go and use finesse weapon.
Ooh. Okay, so that's a 4 plus 3. That's a 7 plus 4. That's an 11.
3 points of inspiration.
Oh yeah, I
used
could
it.
do an inspiration. I still got some stocked up.
This is almost frame by frame identical to Hogger's spectacular failure.
yeah.
You look so heroic in the air.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have another murder moment,
Yeah,
and then you just fall.
yeah.
Fortunately, you kind of land on your feet. You don't fall face first. You are more capable of landing on your feet than Hogger, so you don't have that penalty.
Still Andrea after all.
Still Andrea after all.
She's very frustrated, by the way. She's not acting cool, and these are not Andrea-like actions.
Whoa.
Yes, that's true.
She does not like getting stomped on by robots that cannot be pushed over. You know, she's a little taken aback by these creatures.
Hogger?
Roll, buddy. You got this. 15. Okay. All right.
Another
we're good.
success.
Much a success.
Because you kind of moved and attacked
You won't do that anymore?
Nope.
the Shield Guardian's right hand, you're actually
Way out
far
of
enough away
vogue.
from Hogger that it's just going to attack you.
Okay.
Just going to try to stomp on you.
That's good, actually. That's a
So,
good thing.
so Hogger, you will not be taking damage. It hits you.
Yep.
You take 5 damage.
Uncanny dodge?
Yeah. So take 2 damage.
Sweet. What kind of attack did it do just then?
So it's trying to insult you.
Yeah.
It realizes how weak you are.
Yeah.
So it's not trying to do full stomps. It's just kind of like punting at you. Just trying to toy with you.
Is it smart enough
Yeah, I was gonna say.
to do that?
No, it's not. I was just joking around. I was just trying to contextualize why it rolled so low. No, it tried to stomp on you, but it's been trying to stomp on you this whole time.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit better at getting out of the way.
I'm downloading its movements.
It's downloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like Johnny Mnemonic.
Lilia,
128 megabytes.
it is your turn.
Lightning. I'm gonna call it.
Are you still moving backward?
Hello, lightning. No, I'm fine now. 9. That's a 12 total so far. Ooh, 13.
Okay. Can I have you make a perception check as well?
I'm gonna make that perception check for you,
Oh,
Ben.
that glint. Check that glint.
That's a 20.
Nice.
So you see the kind of flash again, the flash of light, but now it's staying there. It isn't disappearing.
What do my elf eyes see?
That's it. It's just
I just want to see.
Also, kind of around that area, the clouds are parting a little bit. So take that information.
Sun's
into account.
coming out.
I have excellent news. That was actually enough damage
Whoa.
to fell the foul creature.
We did it.
Finally, dude. These things were brute.
I call lightning on Hogger. 6 times.
Don't worry, Hut's coming.
Hut's coming. Hut's coming.
So the way that this shield guardian dies,
Robot falls, and then the hut just goes.
you call the lightning so ferociously that you kind of end up rooting it in place. It both of its arms fall off and its head pops off. It's like a glass of wine, like just being popped open. Like a
Glasses
cork.
of wine do that, sure.
Sorry, you know what I mean. A bottle of wine.
Champagne, but yeah.
Champagne. Yes, that's the word I was trying to think of and could not think of. Like
glass of wine.
Glass of wine. No, a bottle of champagne.
Whoa, what
No,
just
sorry.
happened?
That analogy failed me.
Cynthia?
I had
Oh,
a
there's my,
Hogger Andrew
glass of
moment
wine.
of clumsiness. But yes, you kill it. The hut is formed. Now that we're out of combat, it's going to happen.
Come on in and warm up,
Yeah.
everybody. We
You
were
get-
supposed to take cold damage, I guess, outside
Yeah.
while we were fighting the robots.
So
Somebody-
again, because time happens in like 6-second increments, I'm only going to really worry about cold damage is if you guys are fighting for an exceptionally long time. Otherwise, it's not.
Come
an
on,
issue.
warm up, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you all go inside the hut?
Well, we still got a dead
Yeah,
hog
Hogger's
over
up
here.
there.
Okay. Well, we will have to figure out what happens with semi-dead Hogger next time. Thank you, everyone, for
Hey.
watching. Thank you guys for playing so well today, and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks
Did
for
you,
watching.
did you say something cool to the automaton, like "nice to meet you"?
No.
She's been very emotionless. Yeah. She just kind of.
I hit it with lightning, and I just went. I just nodded.